Hello, in today's video I want to take you through an online tool called Canva. You can see that at canva.com. Canva is an image creation tool. So if you're anything like me with the zero design skills, creating images for the web, for your blog posts or ads or anything where you need images, it's a really tricky job for me. I don't have the design skills and I got no time or inclination to learn how to use one of those complicated image manipulation tools like GIMP or Photoshop or anything like that. I found Canva about a month ago and it's been really useful to me. So let's get on with the review. But before we do that, come to the home page of Canva and move your mouse over. Look at the pretty effect. Ooh. Small things and moves small minds. I've already signed up. Just jump back. It's free to sign up, but there is a premium option to get some additional features in Canva. I've gone for that. It's about $11, I think. It's not a huge amount, $11 a month. Let me just sign in with my Google account. If you've ever worked with Photoshop or any of the other complicated tools, immediately you'll see that this is cut down, very simple. It's not really designed for graphic designers or people who are good at design. It's for Joe Blogs like me who has no design skills, just wants a very simple banner ad or blog post image, and there's a suite of tools here that makes it really simple to do. First up along the top, you've got create a design. There are a lot of pre-made designs which is really useful. So you've got Facebook ads, YouTube, standard image ads, that kind of thing. There's loads more as well. So pre-sized social media posts for Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, A4, US letter size, the list goes on. So a lot of stuff is already pre-made for you. What we're going to do today is make a YouTube thumbnail for this video I'm creating now. Let's click on that. So once we've created an image, these are the tools we have. So we can put layouts in place, elements, so shapes, lines, grids, that kind of thing. We can put text over the top. We can set background colors or background patterns, and we can also upload images. What's really useful is there are a lot of pre-made layouts. So say I was creating a YouTube video about rock climbing, I could just pull this over, edit the text, and then you get the idea. So a lot of pre-made stuff we can just drag and drop and create them that, but we're going to create our own. So let's undo that. And start with a blank one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a background image that sort of matches a theme. So I'm creating a video about Canva, so I'm thinking paintbrushes or an artist's easel or something like that. I'm going to put a background image in, and I'm going to put some text over the top of it to say Canva review, wpdude.com, something like that. My go-to resource for images is a site called Compfight. I wrote a blog post about that. I'll link it up below. But Compfight gives you a series of Creative Commons free to use images, and it's a search engine for those. So if I say paint brushes, so what it'll do is it'll bring you a series of stock photos which you have to pay for, or below are a series of Creative Commons ones. I've selected the license to use commercially, so these are all free to use as long as I attribute the person who created the image. So click on that one. I think I'll like to look at that one. What I'll do is I'll download the large size one, but what I'll also do is take a copy of this attribution and I'll include that in my blog post to say I've used your image, here's an attribution for that. Download that and we'll jump back to Canva and we'll upload that image. Click on uploads, upload your own image. I've already done it because it's quite a big image and I don't want you just sitting around watching a file upload, but you get the idea. So what I can do now is just drag that onto my canvas. I'll make it fill the background. Like so. Now what I want to do is I want to put a text overlay on there. So I'll just jump to the text box. Got loads of pre-made text boxes to drop on top of the picture. So if you wanted a fancy one like that, you just drag and drop it over the top like that. Got some colourful ones as well, or you could create your own. I'm quite keen on this one. So let's change the text, double click on that. So we're going to call this Canva review. I'm not very happy with how readable that is. So what we could do is we could put an opaque background and then drop that text box on top of it. Let me just move that out of the way. So if we click on elements, let's get a shape, square. No, not too happy with that. I don't think that'll sit quite nicely on top either. So we'll change that box to white, I think. That's better. So we've got an opaque box, and then we could just drag our text on top of that. And we'll arrange it. We'll send that back so the text pops out at the front like that. Now if I was going to do that with Photoshop or some other image manipulation tool, that would be really complicated. I have to click through multiple layers, that kind of thing. That to me was pretty simple. What I want to do is centralize that now. So watch these little guides, which is really useful. So that tells me it's centered for, horizontally. I'll move it down. There it is, centered vertically. I can remember what. And we'll do the same here. So there's, and that's nicely centered on that. Now I'm quite happy with that. 5 minutes I've created my own little design. Perhaps that's not going to win any awards, but it's good enough for me. What we can do now, we can rename it. So let's call this Canva review YouTube cover, thumbnail. It automatically saves it, but what I've found is when you've done, click on save, and that's your image saved. We can either share it, we'll get a link for somebody to download it, or we can make it public and somebody can download it from Canva, or we can just download it to use it as we like. One more thing, I think. Let's just put a little made in Canva badge on. Just so people understand the tool that I've used to create this video. There are loads of pre-made images, so I don't know if you wanted a picture of a football, that's a bit random, but just type into the search and there's various things you can just drag and drop. You can see some are at a price, some of the clip art is not free, but I would say the vast majority of it is. I also need a copy of this image for my blog post, but my blog posts are, the images are square, not rectangle, so I'll need to create another one. Let's just create a new design. I'm going to use custom dimensions this time. We'll make it 500 by 500. Like so. Drop in my shape. Drop in my text. Just doing the second document just to show you how quick it is when you do it in real time. Text a bit big. Beauty of this, resized box, and the image resized, and the text resizes too. No changing font sizes or any of that nonsense. There we have it. Post image. So that's the end of my review. Perfectly simple, absolutely excellent tool to create those blog posts or other web images that you need. Got any questions? Please ask me in the comments. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.